What all other games also
Once
have
upon
issues?
a time, there was a kingdom full
I'm
of
playing
flowers
Dungeons
and
2.
rainbows, where the sun
What is
shone
Dungeons
all the
2?
time, and there was
It's
loads
an
of
awesome
that
game.
goody-goody, lovey-dovey, good people stuff going on. There, the alliance of abominably good people lived
How did we
in
contact
unearned
GOG
wealth and
before?
prosperity. But there was a path leading to a different place there.
Okay, it's
At
working.
the end of this path was a rock. There was a cave carved in this rock in which the absolute evil lived. It wasn't a grubby, damp cave smelling of muck and mildew, but a deep, dark dungeon, so dark that even darkness itself was afraid of it. It was home to numerous innocent monsters who enjoyed a
That's unique
happy,
almost.
contented existence, living in complete harmony with their
Battle.net
environment.
is down.
But time and
for
again, the
Warcraft
sickening,
2
sweet-smelling
GOG.
good visited this underworld in search of treasure and experience points. Many monsters found this to be
Dear-
the death of them, but much worse,
dear
the absolute evil's treasures
Blizzard.
were being stolen.
Dear GOG.
One day, just as a few more heroes had finished plundering its
Leave
dungeon,
that
the absolute evil decided it had had enough and decided to do
currently
something new, something quite monstrous.
Battle.net
Go to the surface.
is down and we cannot
The
play.
Alliance tried to resist, but the approaching horde just flowed over them like an angry wave of axes, teeth, and bad breath.
Wait, that one is
After
alive.
numerous unrelenting battles, the absolute evil finally stood before the Alliance's capital, King's Ending.
Oh, that's so good. That's so good. There's so many references in these games. It's amazing. It's just amazing.
After countless battles, the forces of the absolute evil reached the Alliance capital, King's Ending. The laughable remnants of the forces of good had come here to make ready for the final battle. Evil would pay a high price indeed to storm those fortress walls, or so they thought. Suddenly, a rumble rose from deep within the earth. Stones burst asunder, revealing an ancient path into the depths. Out of the depths of Stygian darkness arises the invincible evil. With earth-shaking steps, the unstoppable evil began its trek towards the front. In the terribly...
We're gonna save here. And we're gonna reload after I relaunch the game without the no force OpenGL. What is it about Blizzard fixing on Warcraft 2? Is it even working? No, it's not. Battle.net doesn't work. Elvin Gaming. We can't connect to Battle.net. It was down to happen, but let's quit this and restart it with a different launch option. We're gonna start this with this launch option there. Oh crap. No. Okay, let's fix the issue here. I have a problem. Obviously. Okay, so let's fix that. Options, full screen, apply. Okay, better.
It was time.
Oh, no. Campaign.
It was time. The troops of the Absolute...
Load game. Yeah, I can load the game there. Here we go. We passed the beautiful cinematic. I thought you play on the Russian version of... no, I don't. I play on the normal, the official Warcraft 2 server. Okay, so we have the absolute evil here. Are we not? Aren't we beautiful? Okay. Is that an owl? What is it?
I said, with earth-shaking steps, the unstoppable, if somewhat sluggish evil began its trek towards the front.
Okay, let's do this. He's gonna be mad
The
at me if
presence
I
of the
don't.
absolute evil was also reflected in the land itself. Grass withered, and in places...
Oh, I'm
fine
killing
flora
rabbit.
with
Oh my
green,
god.
bubbling
Can I kill
lava.
the owl? No, I can't. Okay. So every rabbit is dying on my way there. Oh. Can't go down apparently. Obviously,
The forest could not withstand the aura of the ultimate evil, and Peter is to retreat.
yes, it is the Stanley Parable.
A few
Where's
of
that
the
go?
Alliance units had entrenched themselves here. A determined absolute evil marched towards them in order...
Doesn't look too good. What is that?
to strike them down with its mighty weapon.
Much better. 660. 666, much better. Obviously. Well, they stood no chance. What's that?
The absolute evil had discovered a medal. These legendary awards ensured a creature could be made even more powerful. Only one downside, the creature could only wear one at a time. Eyes ablaze with greed, the insidious evil gazed upon the blood-drenched battlefield. Here the last defenders of good would die, and an age of evil begin.
True. Let's destroy that house. I mean, obviously. What are we what are we destroying actually? I don't even know.
The absolute evil, on the other hand, watched the scene from a safe distance. It wondered whether it should get itself a little snack while its creatures did.
Snack. We should get a little snack for sure. Right. Maybe we destroy this too. No, we can't. Okay. Let's continue. Let's help our forces. Our orcs. What?
Projectiles from the Alliance's catapults darkened the sky, but the Horde's fighting skills were at their
I love
best
how I don't even need
darkness.
to fight them, I just walk over them. Lol. 666, I'm absolutely evil.
Absolute evil strode like a war god through the defenders' ranks and smote them with ease to the ground.
That's... I would like to be an A. 4 mages. Was that a bard? She was playing...
Absolute evil took yet another hero to the slaughtering.
Sorry. Cannot be good. Too much good in this world. Are we able to get there? Like, how can I help them? I don't think I can have them. They are born to fight forever. Okay, let's destroy these two. Can we snack?
The absolute evil destroyed the defenders' camp in the east with the greatest of ease. Now, only one tiny camp offers any resistance to the absurdly evil evil.
The absurdly evil evil.
Hold out for much longer. The forces of good never had a chance against the absolute evil.
I was not able to create a ticket. Wow. This is Warcraft? Yeah, it definitely looks like Warcraft, right?
The absolute evil destroyed the defenders' camp in the west with the greatest of ease. The defenders in front of the city had been beaten to a pulp and defeated. Now the time had come to attack King's Ending, the final battle beckoned. The city gate was firmly barricaded by the Alliance's archers, but the absolute evil would not allow itself to be held up by such a ridiculous impediment. So, go get them! Destroy them now! Sorry, staying.
Oh. I needed to do that on them.
The absolute evil used its all-powerful magic to eliminate the archers and open the gate to the city. Using its legend of
Lead damage.
Dairy powers. The absolute evil destroyed the impediment with ease and simultaneously eliminated a whole group of defenders. The road to the capital was now clear. The absolute evil did not hesitate for even 1 nanosecond. The insidious evil entered King's Ending. A small, pitiful group of defenders stood still. Suddenly, the doors of several houses in the city opened, and with a loud roar, defenders bore down on the rather
Elves.
surprised evil. An ambush.
Elves. Look at her. She's almost looking good. Rip the dwarves. Rip.
The invincible evil had crushed the defenders. King's Ending had been defeated. At least, that's what he thought.
Aww.
Suddenly, the final heroes of the Alliance emerged from nowhere. Another ambush? Now, this was becoming very boring. But wait, this time it was different. Instead, the heroes raised their hands and started singing an incomprehensible chant. A magical ritual? This did not bode well. Well, actually, it bode the arrival of good things, great things, unless you happen to be the absolute evil.
Alright. That's done.
Somewhere in the depths of the dungeon, the ultimate evil awoke. It did not know what had happened, nor why it had awoken, but it longed for revenge.
Of course. Alright. Can't hear them though. How is it going, Scarfs?
Thank you. I'm getting better and better.
Getting better and better? Are you getting responses?
The last
Nope.
remaining heroes of the country joined forces and cast a powerful banishment spell.
Oh.
The absolute
but
evil disappeared
I-
from sight with a threatening gesture, and
I
a faint
have here
whisper
a link for you. I'm going to post that.
could be heard coming from its lips. The absolute evil had been banished, and its essence shattered into several pieces. Its reign of terror had ended. The good people of the
Let's see.
overworld rejoiced, and an era of
Where is it?
peace began
Let's
for
see.
the Alliance. The evil creatures were driven back into the underground, doomed to serve as cannon fodder for pleasure-seeking adventurers. Meanwhile, secreted away in the world's most inaccessible places,
What's done,
the
guys?
last
True.
remains of the absolute evil were resting, never again to see the light of the overworld. Until today, that is. Somewhere deep under the earth, The ultimate evil.
Please write something in there, Trog.
Where?
I just posted the links. And
I
now
will.
the GOG forums. I hate GOG in the forums, but okay.
And the hand of terror
Well, just the
arose,
forums.
controlled by the ultimate evil.
You game forum.
Come on, hand of terror,
Hey,
arise,
where
damn
is
you!
my post? I just posted it on the forum.
Methinks that exploring the surrounding area would be a sensible strategy. However, to do this, light would be required.
Just say kindly pay your bills. So that
Still
it
not
doesn't drop
bright
like
enough.
this.
An old throne room was revealed by the light.
So didn't it
circumstances
submit
remained a
to the
mystery.
GOG forums?
The
So
hand
strange.
of terror flew through the throne room, following each and every thought the ultimate evil had. After a few flying sessions, the ultimate evil was able to control the hand with ease. The time had come to call forth creatures who were completely devoted to it and would do its dirty work. Little snots were the dregs of each and every dungeon and spent their time taking care of it.
That's so cool.
Expansion-mad evil hired one snot on the spot. The first little snot appeared. It was completely ready to work in the dungeon and to crawl in the dust before the ultimate evil. Little snots were important to the ultimate evil because they took care of many important little things, such as excavating new areas. The psionically gifted evil could sense the presence of something important that was buried to the south. It instructed its little snots to dig in that direction. As quick as a fart, the little snot made his way to the marked position and began to dig.
It's good. Dig.
Behold, the creatures of the overjoyed evil had apparently been much more industrious than it had thought. A great dungeon was revealed behind the wall. Everything was already in place. Doors, traps, a well-filled treasury. Oh, wait. Treasury? And where, if you please, is this treasury? Oh well. One can't expect too much of these mindless little snots. First of all, some gold had to be dug out to make space for a treasury to be created. The hand of terror swiftly marked a few small gold veins so that the little snots could excavate them.
Sure.
As soon as a gold vein was selected, a little snot immediately set out to mine valuable gold for the greedy evil.
Isn't it just Dungeon Keeper?
It is kind of the same. But you have like a... It's a bit more complex than Dungeon Keeper because you can go out in
Cool.
in the open.
Yeah, perhaps I should get that game.
It's fun. And I don't expect multiplayer, of course. Yes, bring me gold.
Hello. Well, Battle.net is offline.
Hello.
Hello, Slow
So
Mage.
you see, we have Twitter posts. We have I posted links where I've contacted Blizzard and GOG in the forums.
Once most of the gold had been mined, the hand of terror quickly created
I
a
did
treasury
reply
on
in the
spot,
Battle.net
so that
forum
the precious metal
already.
Thank you so
They do
much.
it in multiple spots, and that's just the one.
Yeah, yeah.
There's like 4 posts now. So just go.
War posts. Well, the Twitter status is right. If you have Twitter, please retweet or something.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, I'm.
Hello guys.
Hello.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Battle.net is down.
Prague. How was your vacation?
That was nice, man. That was nice. That was very, you know, that was good rest. Good rest, for sure.
Okay.
Support for Warcraft 2.
It's not Dungeon Keeper, it's Dungeons 2.
Yeah, so in the... I don't know
I played it like, but very long time ago. It's very cool.
how did they not end in shoot, you know, because it's a total copy of Dungeon Keeper, so the shoot be attacked by lawyers, no?
What do you mean?
When you copy
Again,
something,
the
you don't
thoughts
have
of
the
the
right,
confused
so
evil wandered
you
off
may
into the
be
far
attacked
yonder. Apparently,
Oh,
it
it's
was of the
inspired by
opinion that it
Dungeon
had
Keeper,
better
but
things
it's
to
not.
do than follow the story.
Okay, I'm going to send an
What
internet
bad things
tickets
could
to
there
Blizzard.
possibly be?
Okay, here's a link to write
Right, let me check very
send
quickly.
tickets to Blizzard, please.
Okay, up. Let me check the links that you posted. The GOG forums, yes, of course. Oh god, the Blizzard forum, they don't read that. They never do. They always tell you to write there, but they don't read it. All they care about is their Twitter account. So if you, but like they do care about the fact that GOG will push them if GOG is contacted. So the best thing to do, I think, is to send tickets to GOG and to and make sure that we are vocal on Twitter as well, because that they care about their public image or whatever, what's left of it.
I'm pretty sure their virtual machine just crashed. The GOG server from Blizzard, I'm pretty sure it runs in a virtual machine and
Effortlessly, the
it probably
ultimate evil
crashed.
hand of
I
terror
guess
set to
they
work to
just
build a
have to
treasury.
reboot it. That's my guess.
I think it's a
probably.
Raspberry Pi, to be honest.
Incredible, they don't have a system to relaunch the servers automatically.
So how do we rooms?
Who's in the office on a Saturday morning? No one.
Can we equip those? Huh. Maybe not. Does your servers run on Intel Celeron Chromebooks? Probably. I think they are the thing is I know Blizzard is owns the servers, and they are responsible for making it run. GOG, they just sell the game, and they give the money, they give extra money to Blizzard, and Blizzard is in charge of maintaining it. Like they do, like every other, gaming company that sells
The
their game
dungeon
through
was
GOG.
still without a treasury. The ultimate
Yeah,
evil was
Blizzard
built
owns the
around
IP
evil.
address from that server
It would surely be much faster
So
and easier
it's,
to make use of the help function instead.
in their cloud.
The clever evil mastered this task with flying colors. From now on, Little Snots could use the treasury to store mined gold. It was then at the greedy evil's disposal whenever more rooms needed to be built or new creatures recruited. Little Snots were all well and good, but were too weak and cowardly to defend the dungeon. Since it was not able to defend itself, the ultimate evil would have to hire some orcs. But they would require food. Liquid food. Well, beer to be precise. So the next important thing to build was a brewery. And that would require some space to be created. The ultimate evil had the feeling that its servants were not really putting their backs into the work. Might a hearty slap from the hand of terror change that? The sadistic evil encouraged its creature to work a little faster, with a friendly but not at all gentle slap.
Everyone gets a slap.
There was now an area cleared for the brewery site, and with quick finger snaps from the hand of terror, the room stood ready. Excellent. But the recently built brewery lacked a brewing copper. With a sigh of resignation, the overworked evil set about taking care of that too.
What does he need? Put the cattle into the brewery. Do we have that? Oh, okay.
It's so funny.
It's really cool.
They want me to send a trace foods TXT.
So that delicious beer could be brewed.
Oh yeah, they
I have
always
an
ask for
area,
that.
and yeah, but they want me to ping Warcraft 2, but I can't, of course, because it's not in the drop-down menu.
Those would have to wait.
So I don't fucking care. I'll just upload an empty TXT.
Both
Yeah.
beer and gold were now available in
You
the
know,
dungeon.
fuck you.
So it was time to hire some creatures to defend against greedy heroes or whatever else snuck around underground. At present, it was only simple orcs declaring undying loyalty to the ultimate
Basically,
evil.
wanting to do a trace route straight to your computer, bypassing the server. Is that basically what you're trying to say?
Orcs were defensive
because,
close combat specialists,
Want to know
capable
my
of dealing
connection
with
issues,
many
I suppose.
opponents.
Because
However,
Want to do a
were
trace
very
route back to your
vulnerable
computer? Is that what they're
the
trying to say?
The dungeon of the expansion.
yeah, they want to
had
see if I can
evil
connect to the
brewed
servers or
but
whatever.
unfortunately,
And
it had
why
reached
am
the
I hearing that
maximum
echo?
possible population
Sandwich,
it
your
could
microphone is picking up my voice.
Now a creature would have
Oh,
to be thrown into
what?
the bottomless pit
Yes,
before any others could be brought in. It's payday.
Okay, so where is my...
An eerie gong rang through the hall. It did not bode well for the ultimate evil's treasury stocks, for at each sounding of the gong, the creatures would collect their undeserved
Yeah.
wages. However, there was little it could do about this,
Okay,
as it was
MS
chained to the throne. Thus, it had to give free rein to its servants' desires, for the time being. The creature disappeared into the pit of uselessness with a long drawn and gradually diminishing
It's so good.
particular act of wickedness brought a smile to the face of the ultimate evil. One louse-infested orc crawled up from the depths and declared allegiance to the ultimate evil. The first step towards the creation of a powerful army had been taken. The profound evil had had enough of dungeon sightseeing and now wanted to move to the surface to try a dish that is best served cold. Revenge. Some Alliance members were bound to be guarding the entrance to the overworld. A fine appetizer for a vengeful evil.
Where is the entrance of the dungeon? Oh, we have to... Never mind. We have to dig all the way?
The nameless evil's creatures came upon a spider's nest during their search for an entrance to the overworld. It would take more than one orc to smoke that out. The abysmal evil used the Hand of Terror to grab several of the creatures that were still completely inexperienced at fighting and threw them onto the spider's nest.
Trog, I'm not sending any kind of sensible data with the DX and the MS info, right?
No.
Okay. Great.
The spiders dropped like flies. The strategically well-versed
Nice.
evil patted itself on the back, proud that it had led its troops into battle with such aplomb. And by led, I just simply mean chucking them at the enemy. The basics of a dungeon were now in place. However,
Okay, I
the
just
brewery was puny.
sent a
It
ticket,
didn't really have
but
room to
it
store
doesn't
big
show
barrels in, and the
that I
treasury was
actually
also
sent a ticket.
anything
If
but
I go
impressive
on,
in size.
click on my tickets.
The expansion-hungry
I'm
evil
pissed off.
set out to enlarge its dungeon.
The evil has awoken, but its brothers are still asleep.
Yeah, sure. I
What on
can
earth was
check your
that?
video,
That's not in my script.
Paolo.
Weirdo. No matter. We'd better get back to concentrating on the
Paolo's here.
dungeon. Few creatures of the ultimate evil had lit a fire in the dungeon and begun to barbecue. The smell of fresh
Can some
roasted
has somebody sent a ticket to GOG?
I think that's the most. That's where they are the most active, actually. GOG cares more about it than Blizzard.
Yeah, they do. Okay, since I've gone to the trouble to create that. There we go.
A huge monstrosity loomed out of the darkness on 8 legs. This dungeon's human guards had been ancient history for a long
Use
while. Now it was home to a huge
multiplayer
spider
problem.
and her brood. Would Sam and Frodo escape it and continue their journey to Mount
Okay,
Doom?
sure.
Or was this the end of the ring
Hello.
bearer? Hang on.
He's alive!
Oh, hey.
Where were we? Oh yes, a huge spider, henceforth called the Spider Queen. It
Should
would be
we
necessary
move
to
in
eliminate the
another
Spider
in
Queen
another?
before the horde
Yeah, we
reached
will.
the surface. The Spider Queen sent forth a wave of her children. Of course, the ultimate evil was fully aware of this danger and immediately prepared to defend itself against them. At least, that's what I hope. The little snots came across a small room containing a healing potion whilst pointlessly digging around in the underground. The vile perversion, once called the Spider Queen, had nothing more with which she could fight the horde. Later, the sensitive evil would have her innards made into a lava lamp. The way to the surface was open. Now it was time to put those vengeance plans into practice. The vile evil wanted to take this opportunity to
I'm
utter
sorry,
a
but I
really sinister
couldn't
laugh. But unfortunately,
create a
its
ticket,
physical
they tell
state
me.
made this unviable. Instead, it asked the narrator
Wow.
to do a
On
bit of
GOG
sinister
or
laughter on its behalf.
GOG or
Oh well,
but
here goes.
it's a
Deep breath.
Give you a reason?
Once the ultimate evil had escaped from the depths, still fettered to the throne, it traveled to wreak terrible vengeance on those who had done this. Heavily supported
Did
by
it give
its
you a
little
reason
snots.
as to why you couldn't?
The
No,
first
it
target
doesn't.
was
It didn't.
Paladin Robert,
Fucking
now king of
fucking
the
bullshit.
Alliance. He had withdrawn to the quiet
Are you
surroundings of his
using,
hunting lodge. There,
the Internet
he would be
Explorer?
the perfect victim.
No, I'm
Probably
using
not.
Chrome.
Yeah, it shouldn't make a difference, but you never know. You know how that goes sometimes.
How can I send a support ticket? How? Tell me how I can send a support ticket to fucking GOG.
So I'm going to the main page.
I manage scarves.
You managed? Great, how?
At first it said I can't create the ticket, so I tried again, and the second time it.
Oh,
At the same link that I posted?
No, I did it by myself.
With the chatbot.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
So at Blizzard or GOG? GOG, you don't need the chatbot to send a ticket. You just go to the site of the store and then you go to support.
Which is what I did. But okay, but walk me through it. GOG Galaxy gets support, okay?
Yeah, then you can choose. Wait a second. So support. Then you check for Warcraft 2, if I remember.
Warcraft 2, okay.
Battle.net edition.
Warcraft 2, battle.
And then
I
you
always
go
got
to-
the bot.
Yeah, and then
recently.
And then I go to where?
And I think we have to go all the way down to didn't find the answer you were looking for.
You still get the bot.
Do you have
Oh.
further questions? And then contact
new.
us, right?
Yeah, they put this bot because probably they were receiving too many queries, and so people now will desist because we'll encounter the
Diablo
With
and
the
Warcraft 2 official support for Battle.net
bot.
community, blah 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 blah. No solution to game issues. Official support for the game. They don't want to deal with that. They want to ask Blizzard for it. And so they send you back to Blizzard, yes, of course. They know it's not them, so if you go, that's where they send you basically. If you go to Warcraft 2, where do we find support for Battle.net functionality? You have to go to Classic Game Technical, of course. They send you there, and then they send you to Blizzard.
Where do they send you? How do they send you to Blizzard?
How do I show this? I'm gonna show it.
The way they send you to a company that's been sold, with those guys not even being there anymore. That's awesome.
Okay, so
That's the biggest issue is that nobody knows what's going on over there.
okay, so you can see my my page here on the stream.
Just a second. Why does it not show TXT files? They want me to upload a TXT file.
just
You know, the
select
DXIX?
files. Select all files and select your DXD.
Basically, they
I'm
want you
sorry.
to send to
Can you
Blizzard.
say that
but
again?
I think we can still.
You can choose in the bottom part of the window all files, and so your file will show up.
It didn't show up for me in the window.
You
done
have
by
the
selecting
selection
all files?
all files, show
Yeah,
all
yeah.
files. Weird.
Multiplayer problem.
I selected it like this.
Please upload a screenshot. Sure.
You should retry sometime it's bugging.
Great, now I have a ticket. Awesome.
Wow.
Ugh.
It was a struggle just to post.
It was. I hate fucking automated support systems because they
Yeah.
often don't work.
Did
Yes.
you leave
And then you have to
feedback?
argue with a fucking machine. It's
Leave a
appalling.
feedback.
So fucking appalling. I hate it. Alright.
They ju-
Okay,
they
I've done
just
everything
don't
I
want you to
can
go
by
there.
now.
According to scouts, King Robert spent most of his time strolling around his hunting
It's
lodge
like
garden,
Microsoft
reciting
forums
poetry.
never work.
Soon his poetry would turn into mournful.
Oh my god, those support forums are terrible. Also, now there an MVP arrive and writes the a standard reply that it's useless.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Before that, however,
Although,
the ultimate
getting-
evil
It just
Blizzard
goes, it just
to
goes to show that, you know, they're
Otherwise,
really
we
not
wouldn't be
paying
able to
attention.
fund
It's
even a
such a
small
low
army made
priority
up of
for
a
'em.
few orcs.
It is, yeah, it's because it's just War 2 and with just a couple players, you know.
And there's only like 10 or 12 of us, or maybe 20 at most, that really are taking the time out to do it. That's just a nuisance to them more than anything else.
Yeah, then they shouldn't
The first treasury was complete.
monetize it, right?
Soon
They
greedy
shouldn't
evil
fucking
little
sell it if
snots
they
would
don't
fill
want
it
to
with
take care of
gold.
it.
You know the golden rule, right? Whoever has the gold.
Because it's a selling point, right? Oh, you can play multiplayer.
Yeah.
Well, if you sell it, support it. It's as simple as that.
My fear is that if we poke them too much, they could just sell it without multiplayer. So we're screwed.
Possible.
Well, I think that's another shitstorm. We should write articles about that and send it to streamers and YouTube channels that bash Blizzard anyways. You know, it's good content for them, and they will do it. They will create a shitstorm, and they have some reach.
Yeah, that
Thi-
wouldn't
this
work.
is not
Like
something-
they can't sell Warcraft 2 without Battle.net.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Because it's like selling. They would have to rework it in some way.
They can't.
It's like
I don't
they have
know,
to sell. They would have
they're
that is
selling,
called selling Tide of Darkness. They would sell Tide of Darkness, not Warcraft 2.
Yeah, but they are selling other titles without multiplayer on GOG, so could be possible.
Yeah, but they're selling.
But
it
that's a
with
multiplayer game with a multiplayer expansion.
Right now, the
Like
restricted evil was
that's the
And
thing.
it's the main
Battle.net
selling-
Edition
it's one of
is
the main
literally
selling
the
points.
Battle.net. It is literally just Battle.net.
Goblins were hiding out in a cave somewhere.
That's what I was talking,
Okay.
saying earlier. It's
The
like
Xbox
they
is
just sell
right.
Be
Battle.net.
sure to follow this line of inquiry.
We are losing so much time. We could play. This is a
The
shame.
first brewery was complete.
It's
Yes,
true.
yes.
Soon beer would be
I
flowing
mean,
like a river.
I've spent an
and
hour
an
posting on
Oktoberfest
forums and
atmosphere
writing
would
tickets.
pervade all. Would the
And I think
ultimate evil put
Blizzard
the
doesn't
beer
even
baron out
acknowledge
of
that I've
business?
sent the ticket, even though I've sent it with all the
Tough reference.
support my tickets. It says I don't have tickets. Ah, come on. You guys suck. Okay, enough for now. I'm gonna analyze your game for Hollow. Let's go to the other channel.
Okay.
The strategy guidebook, Dungeons for Dummies, says mountains don't always just consist of rocks and stone, but may also include natural as well as artificial caves and rooms. These usually contain treasures and dangers to make digging around underground more exciting.
Spam Blizzard support on Twitter. That's what we do, yeah. Very well. That's what we're trying to do. If you want to help, guys, make sure you retweet our messages there.
ultimate evil should never forget to keep a watchful eye on its bear and gold stores. If its creatures can't help themselves whenever they need to, they will get angry. Fast. The ultimate evil slowly made itself cozy underground. Although this was a sensible decision, there was a large and lovely overworld out there, just waiting to be destroyed. The warmongering evil had hired the first orc. As ancient wisdom says, violence is a solution, usually the only one.
Violence is a solution. True. Not to our problems, though. Oh my god. What can I say? I tried not to be pissed too much. But at the same time, you know, it's my luck. I have to deal with it. Wouldn't be a normal, you know, 2023 if we didn't have an issue with Battle.net. Right, guys? Wouldn't be starting well.
The steady pounding in the rocks had given rise to overworld rumors of a new dungeon. A group of heroes set out to plunder its riches, and the ultimate evil was already looking forward to this visit. Another orc entered the service of the military-savvy evil. The horde was growing and prospering. The time to attack appeared to be right. On the surface, in the tavern of a small, miserable village, some adventurers gathered. They were acquiring Dutch courage for their visit to the dungeon by downing several beers. The dungeon had to be destroyed.
Where's my orc? There's a third orc somewhere. Oh, it's there. Fight the good guys. Great.
The heroes didn't know what had hit them, as several orcs bore down from nowhere and annihilated them. This group of heroes had plundered their last dungeon, but there would be more.
There would be more, sure. Orc smash. Yeah, these orcs are not completely useless, they are reinforcing the walls. That's good. Oh, rats? Deal with the rat problem, guys. Wow, they actually deal damage. Okay, did I lose a snot?
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Sure. Let's go. How do I heal them? I don't even know. Do I have to kill snots? Probably. Oh, it's healing when they are drinking. Not working. Work faster though.
Payday.
Oh, payday. Sorry. In that room. Dodge that. Sure. Alright, let's try and get out of the dungeon. With our 5 guys. They came from here, right? Yeah. Perfect. We're out. Kill the rabbits. Oh, they are numerous. Good stuff. They don't stand a chance.
A delicious
Nice.
rumble announced the fact that the village's last house had crashed to the ground. Ha! there would be no more heroes meeting there to seek out the dungeon of the destruction-hungry evil. The hunting lodge of King Robert lay in the north. It was there that the ultimate evil would finally get its long-awaited revenge. However,
True.
it looked pretty damn well guarded. Maybe it should first visit the cave to the west, inhabited by a clan of goblins, where the cunning evil could do a little negotiating.
How do we negotiate with goblins?
The goblin leader prostrated himself joyfully before the ultimate evil, and immediately dispatched 2 goblins into its dungeon with a few plans for a new room, a Tinkerer's Cave. This was built as quickly as possible.
Nice. Glad we met him. Okay, let's return to the dungeon. Alright, so, where do we build this? Tinkerer's Cave. I suppose we build it here.
The Tinkerer's Cave was built. It could, however, only be used as a warehouse, as it lacked the workshop that the insidious evil's goblins needed. Quick as a flash, Evil placed a creator mat in the Tinkerer's Cave. A sparkling new creator mat graced the Tinkerer's Cave of the expansion-hungry evil. A goblin would be able to work well in here, producing toolboxes. A few of these boxes would now be needed in order to invent a trap. The moody evil waited patiently.
How do we increase population? Alright, I don't know. Oh, we need 2 of those maybe?
It's payday.
They love money, don't they? This one needs to heal actually. Happy. That's good.
As cowardly as the goblins were, their creativity more than made up for this. They proudly presented the treacherous evil with their plan for a devious trap. With a silent, evil cackle, it quickly buckled down to setting the trap. Your dungeon is being attacked. Oh, Oops, got a bit ahead of myself there. Tension's all gone, don't worry. Everything's fine. You don't have to build any further defenses.
Your dungeons being attacked. Alright, go building. Go build my trap, Mr. Goblin. The one trap is gonna take care of all? I doubt that.
Job done. The trap was finished and ready to be found by a hero. This is going to be so much fun. Just at that moment, a particularly powerful dwarf warrior appeared in the dungeon. How had he suddenly arrived at this precise time was indeed most odd, but his presence was more than welcome. He was going to be a guinea pig for the trap.
I still don't know what to do with these books.
Even this strong dwarf warrior didn't stand a chance against the treacherous traps and powerful monsters of the invincible evil. He
He got trapped. He got completely destroyed.
Game of dwarves. The dungeon's defenses were now clearly much improved, but the hunting lodge still remained well protected and impregnable.
Oh,
There
we
was
can
nothing
actually
that the
improve them.
ultimate evil could do. The task was impossible. So the evil withdrew bent and broken, let feelings of revenge ebb away, and instead took up looking after those cute, teeny trees. What are they called again? Bonsai, yes, that's it. The end. Pretty unsatisfactory, huh? Of course, that wasn't the end. In reality, the indefatigable evil paid the Goblin Cave another little visit. The Goblin leader would hopefully spit out something useful after a few more slabs.
True, I think we need to go visit that leader.
The expansion-driven evil couldn't wait to explore the further possibilities of the Tinkerer's Cave. In particular, a hospital seemed a useful way to cure its ailing units. It set about asking for this to be researched.
Mushrooms.
A few hard slaps were enough to motivate the leader of the goblins to help the ultimate evil. As it
Negotiations.
transpired, there was an old tunnel which had been previously used as an escape route. This connected the Goblin Cave with the vaults of the hunting lodge. The goblin leader voluntarily made a goblin assassin available to the hard-hitting evil to help infiltrate the lodge.
It's nice. I want the money. I want your money. Never mind. No more motivation for the goblin. So we have a goblin assassin somewhere. Where is he? Not here. Did we miss it?
There are enemies in your dungeon. Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Perfect. Oh, he's here. What? Wait. Okay. Invisibility. He has an immunity to trap.
The cheerful evil was pleased with this support. An assassin was a decent melee fighter, but its actual strength lay in its ability to make itself invisible. This was, of course, tested out immediately.
Of course.
Despite the powerful invisibility skill, it was advisable for the ultimate evil to be cautious. Some opponents had such highly trained observation skills that they were actually able to see invisible units. A locked door prevented the assassin from progressing. It would have taken a long time for him to have opened it with sheer brute force using weaponry. Thankfully, he had a suitable skill with which he could deactivate doors, and more importantly, traps.
Alright. What do I do with this? Potion.
The on-the-ball evil recognized that the warrior princess there was extremely powerful. The goblin assassin would be best advised to avoid any contact with her.
Dang, rats are strong. Oh, okay, there's a draw here or whatever. Let's avoid her, like the Absolute Evil says. Alright. Good stuff. Let's move out.
A Gobobot was being forced to make miserable repairs in the lodge.
Oh.
A brief feeling of what it thought might be sympathy passed through the sensitive evil, but this actually turned out to be a mighty belch. Naturally, it would free the useful Gobobot anyway.
How do I free him? I have to kill that guy. I can't kill him with him.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Uh-oh. Are they gonna get killed by this? Oh, not entirely.
It's payday.
Alright.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Get your pay. Alright. We recover mana. How do I do this? How do I deactivate that door? I can't, okay.
Elated by the assassin's attempt at rescuing it, the Gobobot joined the Horde and succeeded in showing its tormentors a real hot time. Its ability to more or less ignore ranged damage and set fire to large areas would come in very handy.
I like how he was completely imprisoned by himself. Like he didn't wanna... He just, no problem. Oh, it's Cannon Tower, what? That thing is ridiculously strong. Okay. Ridiculously strong. What do we do with this? Can we get out from here?
The hunting lodge was completely destroyed. The vengeful evil gave itself a very self-satisfied pat on the back. The time was right to concentrate on King Robert. He was in his renowned garden reciting his much less renowned love poems. The lyrically challenged evil had no time for poetry and would soon make this tangibly clear to him. There are enemies in your dungeon.
Enemies in my dungeon. Damn, goblins are actually fighting for the dungeon, that's funny. That's more useful than snot, it appears. Okay, we need more traps. Can we repair that? that all is good. Rabbit. What's that? Oh, is that not a friend? like how the poor sheep just dies. That goblin should be a friend. What? Not friendly.
The horde came across a stray goblin by the roadside, who apparently constituted the sad remains of one of the hunting lodge's attack units. This miserable being joined the army of the powerful evil with a grateful whimper.
Perfect. I knew it was friendly. Had to be. It's a goblin after all. Okay, let's make more goblins. Love them. How do we get to the castle though? Through here? Probably through here. Yeah, that's where we go. Right, makes sense. Let's repair the butt. We're gonna need gold. Oh. There's more here. Hospital. Ah, we never built the hospital. How can I buy the hospital? Do we have to research it? It's pretty much. Traps have been researched, put a toolbox, research rooms and oh, okay, that's where it is. Research. That game's not too hard, that's good. What's it doing?
The charitable evil had researched the hospital. This would enable its units to quickly recover from their injuries, once it had been built, that is.
Sure. We need to build that somewhere. I would say somewhere not too far from this. Oh, here would be nice actually.
The caring evil had good-naturedly built a hospital for its suffering creatures. It, however, still lacked a hospital bed. Little Snots would then bring any units there that had been injured in the dungeon. The first hospital bed had been built. Wounded units could now be healed in the hospital. Little Snots would also be able to bring defeated creatures here, so that they could be nursed back to health.
Ah, that's really good. We can heal units, apparently. The blood sample there is nice.
It's payday.
The objective of our program will be to gradually pull Trog across the time span, right into the heart of the 20th century. It's an impossible task.
little snot is secretly making jokes about the ultimate evil behind its back. You should punish it. But I forgot which one it was. They just all look the same. Payday! The king was accompanied by a pixie who was able to cast powerful healing magic. Any direct attack would be suicidal. Mercifully, the omniscient and helpful narrator was at hand. He pointed out to the impatient evil that the pixie went off from time to time in order to check that all was well, and much more importantly, eat her supper in a little camp to the south. One would think that killing a fragile flying being wouldn't be rocket science. The annoying little pixie had spoken her last healing spell. The crafty-minded evil sculpted a fan from her wings. Now it was time to look for King Robert and ensure his early demise. King Robert fell, and the ultimate evil had received its well-deserved revenge. But there were still many more heroes out there who deserved to bite the dust. Their time would come.
true. Thank you so much, Zipper. You're amazing. And was I muted the whole time? Oh god. Yeah. The ultimate evil deserved
The
what
demigod Krotos, one of
what
the
happened.
sniveling cowards who had banished the ultimate evil, had just marched his alliance army out of the swamplands to fight the snake-like Nagas. The ultimate evil wanted to teach him the full futility of war by ensuring his untimely passing. Besides, the Nagas could prove to be valuable allies.
Oh yeah, Nagas, true. Alright. We did good. Yeah, I don't know about Battle.net being fixed anytime soon, but it will. It will, I think. I believe. And if it's not, I'll keep being very active
King
on Twitter.
Robert was defeated, but there were more heroes whose life the ultimately vindictive evil was after. Here in the swamplands, the demigod Krotos was just leading the Alliance's troops against feral Naga clans. They had retreated here after the collapse of the Dark Army. It would seem sensible to first strike an alliance with these Nagas before the impatient evils squared up against Krotos.
It would. It would seem sensible, for sure. Gold everywhere. Where is the treasury, guys? Well, oh, that seems like a good place for. Never mind. Maybe not. I don't know what's this. Maybe we put it here for now.
The gold-greedy evil built the first underground treasury, thus laying the foundations for insane amounts of hoarded treasure.
Exactly. He knows I'm greedy. Also dig that up, and this. What is this? Money. I have no idea what this is. Perfect. Keep working at it.
The first brewery was built underground. Later, orcs and goblins would get obscenely drunk there, and then meander through the dungeons, slurring their words and singing lewd songs.
GOG is not down, but the server, yeah, Battle.net server is down. GOG is fine, actually. I'm pretty sure. Build this. How much life does that thing have?
The Alliance had discovered the presence of the ultimate evil.
Oops.
This had nothing to do with a tip-off from a certain narrator who wanted to increase the tension. It was pure
Oh no.
coincidence.
The tip of a certain narrator.
As you might expect, with a direct attack on the dungeon.
Only bad contender. Alright, Goblin.
The Exploration Keen Evil sent its troops to the surface for the first time. Swampland spread out before them. The next step was to either find the Nagas and recruit them, or be massacred by the army of the Alliance. It was a difficult decision.
Difficult decision. I'm not gonna be massacred.
It's payday.
Great. How do we have that many troops? We have 6. Okay, let's destroy them. Perfect. This land
The
is
army of
already
the
better.
ultimate evil could view the temple from the top of the hill, and it did indeed not look good for the Nagas. The nauseatingly good hero Krotos personally led the Alliance into battle and was forcing the snake creatures to retreat. Only his death would deliver the temple back into the hands of evil. Well, that could be arranged.
Explore the swampland. Good. Crap.
The creatures of a suspiciously suicidal evil made their way towards a treacherous ambush.
Uh-oh,
At
that
the
doesn't
last
look
minute,
good.
however, they changed their minds.
This narrator is awesome. Yeah, I did change my mind. I'm sorry. Mistake. Oh man, just fight those. How do I get there? I'm not even sure I can get there. Oh, I can. I can get there, okay.
The troops of the ultimate evil stumbled upon a patrol of the Alliance that had caught some Nagas. Of course, they immediately set about wiping out the much-hated heroes. Oh, and by the way, you could, of course, also set those Nagas free.
Micromanagement, guys. Micromanagement. This game has it all.
The last fighter in the patrol was defeated.
Yeah, that sucks. I was really looking forward to having some games.
Oh, yes. And set the Naga free as well. They were overjoyed to join the ultimate.
Oh, a healer.
The eager for new units evil sent his creatures further towards where it expected the Naga camp to be. The Nagas kept up their fight to free their unholy temple from the Alliance. If the ultimate evil was to help them win it back, then their support would be guaranteed. Since that fitted perfectly with the planned revenge on Krotos, it was the ideal solution.
Ideal. Just ideal. Okay, we are much better now. I don't know. Perfect. We can also set up that. You pink rabbits. What? The bear is not with us?
The approaching horde startled a few animals. Dinner.
Dinner. That black bear doesn't do damage. This one does lots of damage though. Why is it healing?
The horde defeated the bears with ease and stocked up on bear meat. However, as bear meat is not actually a resource in the game, this was utterly irrelevant.
I let her heal them for the time being. That is very unsatisfying. Bear meat is not a resource. Okay, we'll build. Yeah, we'll
A
build that
tinkerer's
here.
cave had been built. Soon traps and doors in the dungeon would make any would-be hero's life more tricky. It's payday. There are enemies in your dungeon. Pleased Evil's hard-working goblins had made plans for a new room. A guard room.
Uh-oh.
There, creatures could patrol and keep a lookout for heroes. Immediately,
Crap.
the ultimate evil got down to having this room researched.
Uh-oh. We have a problem. Ustan, we have a problem.
Your throne room is under attack.
That is a problem. My throne room is slightly under attack. Slightly. But don't do that. You don't sacrifice yourself, please. With you.
Defend the throne room.
Yeah, I know. There we go. Much better. Defend the throne room, of course, yeah. Dear me. Okay. My goblin is still alive, right? Where's my goblin? No, it died. It died. Stupid goblin. Okay, it's fine.
100 years later, the dungeon of outdated evil was discovered by other baddies. Following careful investigation, they came upon the single reason why this dungeon had failed. There was no guard room. Maybe you should work towards preventing this future becoming reality.
Yeah, we need to research that, I suppose. Can't research that, can't research that. Poor goblin. There's no guard room. Okay, this note is doing nothing. I'm sorry, this note. Alright. You get to work. And here we need some... what do we need actually? We can't research anything because we don't have enough toolboxes, of course. Of course. No guard room. Alright, we're gonna struggle to kill that guy. So we could also no, this road he said that wasn't a good idea. So we'll keep at it for the time being. We have 4 snots, we have 1 naga and 6 grunts. Okay, now we can start researching stuff. Guard room. Poor goblin. Well, I did recruit him. Can I rename him? Maybe. Probably not. They are sending another party. We're gonna meet them.
The guard room was researched and ready for construction. Creatures that were thrown there by the Hand of Terror would keep watch and be especially vigilant for intruders. They were able to alert other creatures near the guard room and summon them for reinforcement as well.
And that's a good idea.
It's payday.
I'm glad I'm keeping my orcs outside so I don't need to pay them. Oh, there is something here. Alright, let's set out. The moment I leave this place, I think we receive an attack. More Nagas from here.
A small group of Alliance troops had gathered here.
Kill the elf
Presence of
first.
Nagas ensured that the all-seeing evil could see even the cloaked units. At last, the Horde reached the Nagas' camp. They were not able to offer the ultimate evil much help. However, they spoke of an artifact that was hidden deep down in the mountain. It would make defeating the Alliance a piece of cake. The Nagas opened a portal to the artifact using their ancient magic. The insidious evil debated briefly whether it was worth the risk. Finally, however, it decided it was only a question of its creatures' lives, and of course, the ultimate evil didn't give a toss about them.
Of course, I wouldn't. Let's go. Let's go.
The Horde had passed through the Naga portal and found themselves in an old altar chamber, in the center of which lay a very ancient-looking object. This had to be the artifact. Some creatures appeared to be guarding it.
Not sure I can kill that.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Oh, let's take care of that first. They have a bard. They have two bards? No, one. Rip. Troll? Oh, we need a troll, that's true.
There were still a few guards merrily dancing around the artifact. These had to be removed.
Yeah, sure. The most important task at hand here is killing the spiders. Now we can go and kill the...
The artifact was still being guarded by creatures. The slow evil might want to consider taking care of them.
That's what I'm doing, bruh. The slow evil. Come on. I've been active. Alright.
Payday. Once the artifact guards were eliminated, the artifact began to glow. It almost seemed to be waiting to be picked up. It looked as if the artifact would fit perfectly into the mysterious altar base that lay deep within the dungeon of the ultimate evil. Maybe it would be a good idea to place it there. The artifact was currently lifeless. It needed some magic. The expanding evil's creature's next task was to expose some mana crystals. This mana would be necessary to charge the artifact up.
Of course, they always want to beat the goblins. They are right. What they should always do. Beat up the goblins. Can we use that room? I don't know. It's actually something we can use.
The mana crystals had finally been dug up. Magic crackled in the air. Oh no, wait, that's just the popcorn I made. But a mana crystal on its own was really of no value to the ultimate evil. It would take a crystal chamber to make this valuable asset usable. A room was quickly installed under the crystal. The crystal chamber shone with the brilliance of a freshly painted room.
That's beautiful.
To exploit this effectively, the success-enabling evil was now able to recruit Nagas. At this exact moment, the clan conveniently placed some of these snake-like beings at its disposal.
How convenient. I have exactly 16 units.
Enemies, apparently, it had not escaped the notice of the Alliance's magicians that something disturbing was going on in the underground. So they decided to mount powerful attacks on the dungeon. But the ultimate evil had been warned, that's what I'm doing right now, by the way, and created such a formidable defense that it would have brought tears to the eyes of any tower defense player.
Perfect.
A cry for help from a few Nagas trapped in a very remote area reached the ultimate evil while it was defending the dungeon. Maybe they could be saved by using a spell, which was ready to be unlocked in the crystal chamber. Of the unstoppable evil continued work on filling the artifact with magic.
How do I cast a spell? Oh, never mind. Okay, so where is the cry for help?
Wave-by-wave tactics of the Alliance had so far proven unsuccessful. So, a strategic genius had decided to open up a second entrance to the underground in order to send, well, wave after wave of units into the dungeon.
Oh, that's dirty.
There are enemies in your dungeon. Slowly, but surely, the artifact filled itself up with magic.
Alright, so
Payday!
we're gonna be doing that here. We need more gold. Alright. Gold it is.
There are enemies in your dungeon. The creatures of the unstoppable evil continued work on filling the artifact with magic. There are enemies in your dungeon.
Oh.
There are enemies in your dungeon. The artifact was almost bursting with energy. It was now producing mana independently and ready to stand by the ultimate evil's side in the battle for the temple. It also gave the ultimate evil access to a few more magic spells. Now it was time to take the temple and destroy Krotos. The ultimate evil gathered all the troops together to attack in one devastating wave.
Oh, these nagas we need to free. Alright.
There are
we can do
enemies
that.
in your dungeon. There are enemies in your dungeon. Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Uh-oh. That guy's OP. Alright, we need some more gold.
Payday.
Why do I see 0 gold? What the hell? Where's my gold?
Okay, just so that we understand each other correctly, you are meant to attack Krotos and finish him off now. One great final battle and all that. All clear? Then off you go.
He's not happy about me goofing around. Yeah, get the gold.
Enemies have entered the dungeon. Defend the throne room.
Stop taking my gold. I need more fighters, not stealers. No, you too. I'm gonna go here, and we're gonna go here. Get us free our comrades.
The unspeakable evil's creatures approached the Alliance's camp. An impressive dam towered into the sky in the background. However, this path led to absolutely nowhere. The ultimate evil, or more precisely its creatures, destroyed the Alliance's camp with the greatest of ease. It considered having a luxury hotel for stressed dungeon managers built there.
That's dungeon management. Need to get to here. Alright, we need more of those. These are all good, we have traps. How do I get here? Oh, we have to go through this first. The Nagas look like Hydroisk. They look like, they more look like snakes than anything. To me at least. No? I think they like, they are like snakes with arms. But it's true, they don't look like Nagas.
Apologies, I thought that the Horde would take a different path, because there is an ambush awaiting them here. But obviously that doesn't seem to be bothering someone at all.
Okay. I see what this is. But where? Where should I come from though? This, I don't know, I don't think I can
It's
go.
payday.
Where can I come from? Not here. It's been destroyed. I don't think I can jump there, right?
It was now time to fight Krotos. After a long pause, the unspeakable evil positioned its army and went into battle against him.
Yeah, but through here I would have to go. Oh, I have to go back to the Nagas, I suppose. He's too strong. I'm gonna get destroyed here. Let's go back to the dungeon and make somewhat of a research hospital or something. Still not enough gold. What are Mastodon's doing? This I don't think we can go up. No, yeah, that's very limited. Oh, wait a second, I have an idea. Do they heal me? Oh, wait a second. He's attacking right away. Oh, God. Oh, shoot. Right then. Onward, my soldiers.
Together with its Naga allies, the army of the ultimate evil stormed the Naga temple. The battle began.
Simeon, though. Doesn't work. mind, we can actually kill him. Wow. No, 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 not you, not you, not you. You cannot die, you cannot die. No, 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 no. Oh god. My ultimate bastion of hope. Never mind.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Wow, this guy is strong. Okay, we need more troops.
It wouldn't
Finally.
be long before Krotos was defeated. Just a few more blows and he would fall. Hey, wait! What do you think you're doing? Come back, you coward!
Okay, he's flying.
Seeing that defeat was inevitable, Krotos opted for a strategic retreat, leaving the temple in the ultimate evil's power.
Great.
The gathered evilness then burst the nearby dam, and the Alliance's camp disappeared under waves of water with a very satisfactory gurgling sound.
Alright. That's good. Such an
Despite
effect.
the soggy end to the Alliance, the ultimate evil was livid. It had just been robbed of a delicious revenge. But, if I may be so bold, that was yet to come. I saw it in the script.
I saw it in the script. Alright.
Although Krotos managed to escape, the
Oh,
Horde
there's a pink
continued on a
unicorn.
glorious triumphal march. Now the time had come to
I
set an
was straight.
example. A deed of particularly heinous evilness would inspire the creatures of the Horde to greater things. To this purpose, the Horde moved deep into the wealthy heartland of the Alliance. It was on the hunt for a creature whose sugar-sweet kindness and cordiality would rot the tusks of an orc. The unicorn.
We have to kill the unicorn, that's good. I hope it's pretty strong.